So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field.
Let's go.
And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to work. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands. It's second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back.
The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Grenard. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Williams brings it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chargers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
They'll try the right side with Eckler to about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Ready up.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. It's Eckler again. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now it's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but It's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game. And they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
From the 36, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the give, this is Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not.